What's up, it's your boy Shadow_Slayer22, and today we're going to be talking about Minecraft events such as MCC, Pandora'sbox, and Blockwars, or more specifically, how will I do in these events. Now clearly, the amount of following I have, it's really only a matter of time till I, get invited to one of these events, so I'm just really pre-planning and letting everything be laid on the table to how well I would do. Now, but in all seriousness, please subscribe, I would really appreciate it. I'd love to get into one of these Minecraft events, and as it stands, I don't really stand much of a chance at that, so yep, please subscribe. Early promo out of the way, let's get straight into it. Now, there are many ways you could assess how well you would do in an event, such as your general ability, how confident you are in each area of your game, such as movement or PvP, or how well you could communicate with your team. Now, all things considered, that sounds cool and all, but that's far too much detail for this type of video. So instead, for some of these events, I'm going to be trying to assess which two players I would fit between, and more specifically for Blockwars I will, just to see which two creators I will slide in between and how much I would probably average place. So for Blockwars, I'm gonna say I'd place right between Animagician and Ant Venom, really, which would place me on average for an event of 40 people about 28th. Which, keeping in mind, this is if I participated tomorrow and had like absolutely no training, I'm not used to these events whatsoever, I don't know my teammates. I think I would place in and around there, but I don't really want to overestimate my abilities. I don't want to go, oh yes, I'd easily get top 15, no sweat, no problem, because that's not very realistic. Now, I also want to add, this is the first disclaimer of this video. This isn't meant to discredit any creator in these events or how they're participating in them. I'm just trying to use them as a reference for where I would fit in. If there is any event organizers organizing any event, just to see how I would probably fit into their group of people. So yeah, and that's for Figure Block Wars. So in around 28th would be my average. And now on to the next one. Now for MCC, I'm going to be basing my performance off the last Pride event, mainly because it's the most recent one and there's a lot of inconsistencies with like averages for people across MCC. I mean, Block Wars had a lot less events, so I can use their statistics and they'll be a bit more reliable over the short time frame. But if like someone did really well like season 1 or season 2, then that's really gonna skewer if they're placing about mid now in season 3. So yeah, I'm using Pride as that. It might be unreliable, but we'll continue with it anyway. Now for this one, there isn't many reliable statistics, so instead I just went, okay, how do I think I would place in each respective game? I chose a team I'd think I'd place on, I divided it by 4 for average, and then I just added the coins together. Now, this may be a bit biased, but keep in mind, I'm also removing the ability for me to do overly well in a specific game, but I'm also, then again, reducing the chances that I have a cataclysmic failure. So, it is what it is, and for the sake of not overestimating myself, I think that's a pretty good way to do it, and as a result, it came out to around 1950 coins, which would place me 18th, which makes sense, as Block Wars is probably a harder event in terms of your competition, and also it's a Pride event, so it's less competitive, so I probably overestimating myself here and there with teams, just because I feel like I could achieve slightly better. And now moving on to the last one, the hardest of these events that I'm doing in today's video, Pandora'sbox, which although has 8 less people as competition, everyone is so much better than these other two events. Pandora'sbox is probably the hardest, most popular event, like the combination between the two, and I'm just saying, I don't think I'd place any higher than 25th. I think I actually might place last, even with a good team. You could have 3 Minecraft elite gamers, and I would absolutely fumble the bag and place last. It's far too difficult for me to do anywhere near decent. So yeah, but anyway, take these predictions of where I would place with a little pinch of salt. They're just rough estimations, and you know, if you ever think I'm overestimating myself slightly, always remember this. I once beat Firebreathman's team in Sky Battle when it was a 1v3. Quick, roll v2.
Yeah.
Never mind.
They're actually different.
They are just really different.
Yeah. Too bad there's two of us. The tag teaming. It's crazy.
So true.
Occasionally, like every few streams, I'll get like a full cutout where it like cuts out for like 2 minutes or something, and then the stream resets, and that's the most frustrating thing. Like the little cutouts are obviously annoying, but the big ones are what makes me like,
Where
I don't
is
know,
this last
very
person?
demotivated at the moment. I actually don't know.
I think they're underneath the map. I'm just gonna go jump down and get them. Yep, they're down here.
Okay.
Never mind, I didn't get them. They shot me.
Wait, I don't have a Livy.
You're good, just heal. And it doesn't really matter if we lose anyways.
Losing like this is not.
They're at, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't heal.
Yeah.
Damn.
I need, hold on, I'm gonna give you something.
They have a gap or something? Oh yeah, all good. Oh, alright.
I assumed you.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's the end of the video. Oh no, please don't cry. If you want to check out more of my other videos, I'll be at the end screen, and clearly you enjoyed my content if you watched this far, so why not consider subscribing? It is free and it would mean a lot to me, especially as a slightly smaller content creator. But anyway, I've been your boy Shadow_Slayer 22, and peace.